Everybody at some point has used a mapping app to try to find out where they're going.
But a Gephardt investigation has found that one mapping app is full of misdirection. Matt?
Yeah, Shauna, Mark, if you've ever used Google Maps, you're familiar, right, with this.
In 500 feet, turn right onto South State Street.
You're familiar with this friendly female voice. She'll guide you step by step to your destination, but sometimes she gets it wrong. And in a world that is increasingly reliant on our phones to get us from point A to point B, that can be more than annoying. It can sometimes be dangerous.
You can actually click on the location, give a description of why it's wrong.
For more than 2 years, Colton Potter has been on a mission to try and get Google Maps to correct his address.
Because our address is actually 3400 West, where on Google Maps it shows 3200 West.
And while it's been an annoyance in that time,
we've had furniture delivered, they can't find our house.
A few months ago, it turned into a very serious situation.
We were traumatized.
Colton's wife went into septic shock.
This is not good. She's barely breathing. She's barely hanging on.
But when the ambulance was called, Google Maps took them 4 miles away from Colton's home.
Yeah, we ended up losing about 20 minutes probably worth of time while they were out searching for us.
Yeah, it's been very frustrating.
Catherine Nestor says an error in Google Maps on her address has her missing deliveries.
I didn't get Christmas packages.
Google Maps shows her address not even all that close to her home.
Yeah. I'm standing in your kitchen.
Yep,
and the app says that I'm 12 minutes away from my destination.
Yep, they get lots of pizzas.
Both Catherine and Colton tell me they had been begging for months to have Google fix their app, but not getting anywhere. They decided it was time to call me.
GPS isn't right.
It's the kind of road I was on.
And spelled out help.
Across the country, we found several examples of people who claim they were led astray by Google Maps, including one case where a man was stranded for days in desolate conditions. And looking at Google Maps' website, there is not much else Colton or Catherine could have done to report the problem. The only mechanism is to send feedback, which they say they did many times. We reached out to Google to ask about all of this through the company's public relations department. Its spokesperson told us they look at a number of data sources from satellite images, Street View, and authoritative third-party sources to create their maps. And in a statement, they said, quote, "We are saddened to hear about the medical issue that took place and regret the length of time it took to correct the issue. We are committed to continuously working to improve the speed with which we update our map." We asked what Colton and Catherine could have done differently besides call a TV station, but we did not get an answer. But just like that, some good news for Catherine and Colton. Shortly after our calls, they tell us their addresses have finally been updated in Google Maps.
Yeah, and we did ask Google why it took Catherine and Colton so long, or why they weren't able to do it on their own. Google did not answer the question of why, only said that they were investigating. And if you may be wondering yourself why emergency services are using Google Maps rather than some other programs, you should know many do not. I've got a lot more information about that attached to this story on our website, KUTV.com. If you got something you want me to investigate, give me a call. My number, 801-839-1250, or you can email me, Gephardt at KUTV.tv. Back to you.
Thanks, Matt.